morning, everybody. Oh my god, it was so much longer than it needed to be. Hopefully everybody's enjoyed the jazz that's being taken on a walk. Oh boy. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. It took a lot longer than I needed to. I'm on kitting duty this morning. She's gonna be very loud all day. She has been all morning. She's desperate for mom to wake up, you see. She's desperate for mom to be awake because I'm awake. And if I'm awake, mom also needs to be awake. And in the same room, we need to be together. Despite the fact that mom's just trying to sleep. So, she'll like that though. So she's not a fan that I'm trying desperately to keep her here with me in the living room, hanging out. She's fed, she's clean, we played with her a little bit in the morning. She's still, no. Mom needs to be awake. But we did find out, though, the beautiful lady was packing some stuff away. She was packing away some electronics that we have. Yeah, we have a little drawer by my desk, and we pulled it open. Tato was just like, "Oh, what is that?" She could fit in it. Oh, it's just mysterious. It's mysterious thing. It's big eyes. Oh my goodness. Like that. Yeah, you can sit there. Yeah. Mystified by it. Oh my goodness. Welcome everybody. Good morning. My name is Matthew, by the way. And that literal 7-minute wait was just to get some coffee, go to the bathroom, and keep this cat contained. And by contained, I mean just out of our bedroom for like another hour. Oh boy. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our dog trail. Now we're going to the other place. We're going to Orocopacha. And then after that, I imagine the paths will converge. And then something happens. I feel like I got myself some coffee this morning. Ooh. Delicious. Alright, let's see here. To Orocopacha. Please let me get an alpaca. I want that to be... If we're going with a mount every expansion, I want this one to be an alpaca, please and thanks. But I haven't seen any around. Maybe people are just being overly kind and not spoiling it.
I've been waiting for what feels like days and eaten enough of Brukevu's tacos to feed an army. What is it you'd like to know?
Our main concern was confirming the state of the road ahead. As I recall, to reach Orocopacha, we depart from the Arch at the dawn, then take the road west at the first fork. Should we be wary of anything along the way?
Well, that is indeed the way to Orocopacha. After the damage wrought by the recent downpour, however, you'll be doing more stumbling than walking. But do take heart. When it comes to rugged terrain, we have a most dependable solution available. Come with me! Yes. Yes. Alpacas. Alpacas do daggers. Smudge! Keep smudging.
Keep smudging out there. Oh my god, this cat. Hold on.
Yes, check out your box. I'll make sure it's okay.
Did I miss it? I haven't missed it yet. Okay. out for forever.
May I introduce you to our most dependable companion, the alpaca. Strong, sleek, merciless, murderous. These animals can traverse Urukupacha's steep mountain trails as if they were gentle fields, and all with carrying heavy loads. Our merchants would be lost without them.
So they fill much the same niche as our chocobos back home. You don't have alpacas in Eosia? Alpacas are native to Joktoral. Eosia has its chocobos and the eastern lands have their horses. Why go to the trouble of breeding another pack beast in a place where ill suits its qualities and where it is not needed anyway? But must we ride these little monsters? I get the impression you weren't fond of alpacas. When I was small, and being a bit naughty, I went around pulling on their wool. One of them spat on me and it was the foulest stench you can imagine. I see. What are they like to ride? Alpacas breed as mounts are inquisitive and docile. Even with those without experience, find them easy to handle. We're really doing this then?
So, was my information useful to you?
Yes, very helpful. Even if it wasn't what I wanted to hear.
Good. I'll take my payment now.
You want me to pay you? I guess I shouldn't have expected as much from a Pelu merchant. Let me see what I have on me. The Pelu value the act of spreading joy through trade, as you should know. Take pride in making deals that benefit both parties.
I don't know if that benefits us.
Here you go. A fair price for your fair advice.
Yes, I made a trade with the third province herself. My friends will never believe this. I swindled a future queen. I shall be on my way now. I wish you safe travels.
Off you go then, and thank you.
They aren't acting like swindlers, though. They aren't acting like Lalafell do in old where they're like, I could tell you if you sell me your entire estate.
Better not get spit on again. You brought that on yourself. Remain calm and gentle, and so will they.
Yeah, calm and gentle like.
Still not happy about this. But if we need to ride alpacas to reach Urukupacha, then that's what we'll do.
We got this. We got this Wook. Or is it Lamat? Or Wook Lamat? These people always go, is it Matt? And I'm like, yeah, it's Matthew. Look at him go! This is so cute.
Turali poets of yore sang of a mountain that would stand tall, even should all other lands sink beneath the sea. Indomitable and eternal, it arises from Urkopacha, the 100 peaks of time. Of all the beasts which crawl and fly, only the legendary Valigarmanda could hope to disturb the summit's serene majesty.
Was that wine?
Yet,
Those wine
with that
fields?
flying calamity
No,
imprisoned by the
it's
Dawn
trees.
Serpent, what great feat remains for those who would claim the throne?
Oh my god, awesome. Please tell me we get to climb that thing. Please. I want to so bad.
So this is Urkopacha. I've never actually been here before.
What?
Say what?
The air is so crisp and clear.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of like fermenting, really smelly flowers or trees. It's just like the dry plants that contain moisture and spread the air out.
Mountains everywhere you look.
Oh, it's so nice.
That one massive peak in particular has quite the presence. It puts me in mind of Som Al.
That is Workor Sormor, the tallest mountain in Yogg-Tural. Its sheer height makes it an imposing climb. But there are other reasons the ambitious keep their distance.
Monsters.
Oh? Do tell.
I don't want to.
Where to begin?
Excuse me, but You're Wuklamat, are you not? I hadn't thought to encounter one of the Dawn's promise here of all places.
Yes?
A man!
The colors are always so pretty. The clothes are so awesome looking.
But I should introduce myself. I am Bol Nok, a weaver by trade.
Well met, Bolnok. We're on our way to Watranpello.
Oh, truly. I've just come from there, as it happens.
Everybody's dead. Well, goodbye.
I'd asked the Pelu Pelu who sell me their wool to give me a tour of their alpaca ranch. The head rancher and I shared a bottle of mezcal while he explained the finer points of wool production.
All right. Hell yeah.
Mezcal, is that a local beverage?
And in a way.
It's an Urkopacha specialty. A spirit made from distilled agave heart juice.
Yes, and it must have done wonders for my mood, for I tripled my usual order of alpaca wool. They did offer me a discount, though, so it wasn't a bad deal in the end.
They told me it was a discount, but I'll never know.
But listen to me, boring you with my tedious stories. I will leave you before you are lulled to sleep. Goodbye, and safe travels.
Can you imagine how huge the Hrothgar would be if they just straightened their backs out?
Oh, silly me. I almost forgot to say the thing I actually wanted to say.
I murdered the alpacas.
Peace for Tural. I agree with your vision, Third Promise. You have my support in your bid for the throne.
No, shucks.
No, don't make me sing.
I gather from his tale we would be foolish to underestimate Pelu Pelu merchants.
Yes, they do more than run the markets in Tuliyola. Pelu Pelu peddlers can be found everywhere in Tural, traveling from place to place on their sturdy alpacas.
I mean, we have dealt with the Lalafell. Ulda and
They are
Lalafels.
effusive and engaging speakers.
They are intense.
And many's the customer who's been talked into spending more than they bargained for.
They won't find this customer so easily charmed.
Wicklemont, we literally were charmed into getting an alpacas to come here. It happened to us. Just now, in fact.
Watranpello's down the path! Off the main road! Don't get lost!
It's right there.
Just huge bird just comes by.
Oh, fuck! Holy shit!
Look at these little alpacas. Look at these nuggets. Oh my god. Oh, these little nuggets.
So, Burnvale, buddy. This is it. What's your name?
Oh no, whoa. I got all those. I added extra letters.
Watching Bello, home of the Pelu Pelu. Woklamat should have arrived before us. Yep, she was tricked into doing hard labor. Damn it.
That's not good.
You've come all this way for the right of succession? Oh, so that means I'm exchanging words with the future Dawn servant. Please, the outcome is far from decided, but it is a possibility. How fortunate then that I deal in cloaks woven from especially luxurious alpaca wool. Such a garment would look magnificent when draped over the shoulders of our budding ruler. And a nation's ruler should dress her best for her adoring people, yes? Finery for our finest lady, that's right. Come, Third Promise, my well-stocked shelves are but a few steps away. Finest lady? I like the sound of that. Alright, I suppose a quick look wouldn't hurt. It just... He immediately reminded me of that meme of the wrestler that comes out of the smoke and just... What are you doing? What did we just talk about? The Erenville? When did you...
We've been here the whole time.
A Chitona from FFXIV.
What?
Oh. Northern winters are bitterly cold affairs, I'm told. Cannot imagine how you survive them without a lovely warm cloak of quality alpaca wool. No, thank you. I'm not in need of new clothes at the moment, and neither is the third promise. Perhaps another time. Of course, my shop door is always open.
That judgmental look.
You were saying something about not being easily charmed? I was just... As I mentioned previously, the Pelu people live for bringing happiness to trade. They won't cheat you or sell you defective goods. They will, however, disarm you with their deft turn of phrase, and unwitting customers like Lamont fall prey to their affable approach time and time again. Your only recourse is a clear and firm refusal. They won't pursue the matter should you make your disinterest plain.
Oh my god, please. Good lord. Any salesman, here's more advice from a crotchety old man. He's got it, it's everywhere. If you tell a salesman no, and they do not accept it, you just turn around and walk the other way. Like, if you're at a car lot, you're just like, I'm not interested, and they're like, you sure? I did. Just like, nope, find another salesman. You lost it. Take no's at face value. Sincerely, there is nothing more annoying than a salesman that will argue sure a no 5 to 7 times. Or, oh, well, let's just look at it anyway. Like, no, I'm good. Take it at face value.
A valuable insight into the minds of the Pelopello. Let's all take Aaron Vale's word of caution to heart. But I'm a frivolous spender.
Whoa, it got dark real suddenly. Oh my god. What happened?
Is that the Valley Garmanda? Big H bird.
Alright, hold on before that happens.
Nothing quite as relaxing as a cup of coffee. I agree.
Relaxing. Racing.
Let me touch this rock.
This all looks so pretty.
Alright, let's get down to business.
Not my finest moment, I'll admit. But now that we're here, let's do what we came to do. Find the Elector. Allow me to propose a strategy then. Croyan, Alizé, and I will speak with the merchants. Or Clamach, you and Aaronvale might try approaching travelers and passerbys. Matthew, pray investigate any of the other establishments which catch your eye. Should we learn aught of use, just relay it to the third promise. Yeah, it sounds good. This coffee. You're welcome. Okay. Who are we talking to?
A distillery worker?
A distillery.
Ooh. Foods. I will say that why is that all pixely? See that? Like honey mustard?
It's quilted. I tried looking up a video for like...
Let me in. Let me in.
I tried looking up a video for like graphical quality and such and trying to improve it, and I think I did. I think I have it as good as I can get it.
The Dawn Servant's Elector? Ah, I thought you were a new face in town. Here for the rite of succession, I take it. Me, I don't much care who sits the throne so long as they keep Torab peaceful. People tend not to be in the mood to relax and sip our excellent mezcal once arrows and spears start flying, if you know what I mean. Speaking of which, would you like a cup? Joy shared is joy doubled, I say.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Oh, right, yes, you were asking about the Elector business. Being but freshly returned from my training route, I've heard that there's a contest afoot, but not much else. Our head ledger, Tobley, could probably tell you more about it.
Okay, I will find Tobley. Toby. What's the weather like? It's gonna rain.
want to know about that. I want to know about the Tyrol. There we go. It's gonna rain. Thank you. Alpacaman. Alpacaman. Alpacaman.
Hello, sir. Or madam. I cannot tell. Electors? Oh, yes, I've read about all the right of succession. They're looking to put a new ruler on the throne. Huh? Personally, I'm rooting for Russia. I want war. Like, all right. Okay, buddy. I want to bring our customers to heel. Like, okay. All right. You're cool. Fine. I'll walk. That's fine. That's okay. The first promise wins he'll look to expand our sphere of influence. That means access to more resources and more customers in the thousands column, potentially. So many new trading opportunities to spread happiness far and wide. Others have been coming around my way of thinking, so I've begun crafting goods inspired by the resilient sun. Would you care to purchase something? Please just answer my question. Very well. Since you want to know about the Elector, I could help you, but I won't. I can tell you're no supporter of Zeralja or his policies. Wow. Yeah, you know, no big deal. I'm only trying to help your country decide its next ruler. No big deal. I only save the planet. No big deal. I've only got Tom in my top 8, and he responds to me weekly. No big deal. Aurora, I'm a big deal, right? She loves me. You has a name. Hello. Hello there, I'm Mad Blue. You have a question for me? I do. Do you have not a sales pitch and an answer for me?
Sorry, I don't know about any electors. You should take a moment to see our prized alpacas before you leave, though. Oh, but be sure to admire them from a respectable distance. Get too close. And our nervous darlings may be tempted to spit on you. And that stuff stinks. It happened to a visiting buyer not so long ago. Tobley, that's the head rancher, was so mad at me for not giving a proper warning. No one makes a mistake without Tobley noticing. He knows everything that happens on this ranch.
Okay, so we found out it's Tobley. Where in God's goddamn is Tobley?
Oh, Tobley? Wherefore art thou, Tobley?
You really have to watch yourself around these silver-tongued peddlers. I almost bought a bottle of mezcal and a stack of blankets.
You should. That sounds cozy and delicious.
And then there was this enchanting ornament.
Now you could leave that.
Anyway, I did manage to learn that Tobley is the man to talk to about the contest. Now, if only they'd share where this head ledger of theirs is to be found.
We will probably have to buy that information.
Really? He's also the head rancher? Well, the alpaca ranch is not far from here. I say we pay it a visit before the others return. Why? You hate alpacas. What are we doing here?
Schwump.
One or more. Okay. Ah. Fly, little chocobo, fly. Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of alpacas. Still, we know the head ledger could be here somewhere.
He's an alpaca. I can't let fear deter me. Not to say that I'm scared, of course.
All I have to do is... And she's like...
I can command them to spit, you know. Excuse me. Is one of these workers Tobley? Tobley? Oh, yes, he likes to mingle with the ranch heads and keep an eye on things. I can't tell you which one he is, though.
Why?
You can't? Is that part of the contest? All I can say is that Tobley often mentions his favorite pungent subject. He also can't resist a profitable trade, though who among us could, am I right? Still, if you bring him a very good deal, he might let his identity slip. So it's like a game. Easy enough. All I have to do is offer Tobley a deal he can't ignore. No problem at all. Well, maybe one problem. I don't think my purse is deep enough to pay everyone we think might be Tobley. Let's ask some questions first to narrow down the field. Great. We can meet back here to share our impressions.
I would love it if Tobly was actually an alpaca. Like an awakened alpaca. All right, my blue, let's talk to you again.
Well, obviously, I'm not Tobly. I mean, oops. Should have said that. You're meant to find out for yourself who Tobly is, or if an elector is even in the village at all. Good luck. You think I might be Tobly?
Well, maybe I am. All I will say is that in this village, none have reared more alpacas than I.
Okay, we know he likes hanging out.
Ah, a visitor from across the salt, if I'm not mistaken. Be warned, the alpacas will spit if you startle them.
I suggest you keep your movements slow and deliberate. I love this wide-eyed one.
Some shit, man.
Oh no. Am I Tobly? Yes, that's me. Excellent work for the third promise and her entourage. Sharp instinct. Shall we commence the rite of secession then?
That's... no. Wooklamot, stop talking to that man. He wants nothing good from you.
It's gonna take your money.
I see we're both done with our interrogations. So who do you think it is? I have my suspicions, but let's hear your pick.
It's the diligent one?
I think the diligent ranch hand? Oh, the work is so intent on stable chores. I have my eye on that one too. Time to rip the mask off our mystery ranch hand, so to speak.
They are wearing masks. We literally can rip them off.
You know it's you, Tobly. To prove it, I propose a deal. Generous sum of coin for confirmation of your true identity. An offer I gladly accept. As you have correctly guessed, I am indeed Tobly, head ledger of Wachinpelo and head rancher of the family ranch. I am also one of Gulul Jaja's chosen electors. Aha, at a place featured in the Tuliolal saga just as we thought. I was right to trust in your instincts, and I wager that won't be the last time. You've done it before. Don't you remember? She found you out fair and square, Tobly. And I'm glad she did. Would have been a pity had her bed ended here.
Is the big guy gonna come around here and be like, I'll kill each and every single one of you unless you
Reducing the
tell me?
Dunservant's elector was the first step of the feat. Too simple a task for this aspiring ruler, eh?
Now you must balance our checkbooks.
Right. Not hard at all.
Yes. Oh, it's the asshole. Oh, no, wait, it's the first son.
I've come to wage war.
Like, that's his voice?
Roja.
I am told the head ledger, Tobly, is to be found here.
You have to guess which one of us is Tobly. That's part of the test.
Yes?
It's not me.
Man.
Tobly.
Done.
Without even asking a single question. Very impressive indeed. With that amusing prologue out of the way, we can proceed to the actual challenge. Per the Dawn Servant's instructions, I was free to devise any manner of feat. I considered the number of possibilities in the 10th column. But I think I have a good one.
You pay us money.
Like, we're really
You
hamming
must
this
go
in, aren't we?
forth and capture for me an alpaca.
What?
A shrubbery!
That's what that had all the energy. Okay.
While
Done.
I've not had the best experiences with alpacas, aren't they generally docile creatures? That doesn't sound like much of a challenge.
Like, why are you laughing like that, Toby? Why?
Bring out the example!
What the fuck? What? Bring out the victim! Like, what? Why are you calling it that, Toby? It's just gonna be this little alpaca that's just full of rain. Just
This is a special kind of alpaca. Would you please approach the animal, Third Promise?
She's gonna be queen one day.
Who? Me?
Don't threaten her
Well,
life.
it should stay calm if I stay calm, right? That's what Aaronville said.
I don't know if it sounds like a bitch. This alpaca's just like, I said, oh, right in the face. Ah.
The little monster spat on me.
Not like on the shoulder or the chest. Straight in all the orifices. Yeah, it was right in her eyes and mouth and nose and everything. Jesus.
Alpacas are paradoxical creatures, being both extremely curious and extremely cowardly. Press your luck when they're frightened, and you'll get a face full of spit, as you've all just witnessed.
And now that I have removed the third promise from existence.
Has an awful stench, their expectoration. The globs contain half-digested food, you see, making it an effective deterrent against perceived threats.
Ugh. Oh my god, that
Wild
alpaca's in
valley
battle
birds like this
stance.
one are especially timid and can therefore be quick to lash out. They're also especially hardy.
Indeed. We
You'll
take
need a
the
tank and a
rugged
healer to
wild
take 'em out.
alpacas and breed them with our gentle domesticated stock. This produces the strong but biddable pack animals prized by our traveling merchants.
Okay. Don't do it again. Wow!
Oh, well and good. But did I need to bathe an alpaca spit for you to make your point?
So, the task is to catch a wild alpaca.
That is correct. But be warned that it is a feat easier said than done. I suggest you prepare well before you enter the valley where the creatures dwell. And by you, I mean the claimants only. Allies are not permitted to assist with the catching.
What? No, that's what I'm here for.
The alpacas will help me judge which of you is worthy of receiving a keystone.
But hey guys, Becky, come on.
So I'm to chase down a fluffy, spitting demon, and that somehow proves I'm fit to rule?
No, it's just gonna be really funny for them.
As I said, the Dawn Servant granted me the freedom to decide my challenge.
And I hate all of you equally.
And when you reach the end of the ride, I dare say you will understand why I chose what I chose.
God, could they... Man, they really toyed the voice actor. We need you to ham it up. We've added additional scenery here into the booth. We need you to start eating it. That's why we didn't provide lunch. He's just like, well, okay. Then I will start eating it. What is this word here on the script? Alpaca? Alpaca. God, that alpaca is still in battle stance. It's ready to go.
I will spit on any mother that
Very
decides
well. This won't take long.
I'm coming anyway. Fuck that guy.
Wait! Didn't I warn you this was easier said than done? There are preparations to be made, factors to consider.
A beast is a beast. All yield to strength.
God damn.
Oh my god, he's so fucking
So
cool.
far, this experience has done absolutely nothing to improve my opinion of alpacas.
Meanwhile, Alphinaud is going to come back and be like, "We've captured an alpaca." For no reason. Aaronvale just wants
I
one.
can't do this. Revolting spit aside, they're just another animal.
Right. You can do the murder. Anyway, we were told to go home.
Are you all right, Orclamart? We thought we heard you scream.
So we just sauntered over here. Worried for your health, we took our damn sweet time to see if you were okay and alive.
The third promise does not scream. It was more of a startled yelp.
It was actually more like a gargle, Alphinaud. She got some of it in her mouth. It was like, what are we talking about suddenly? What?
Scream, in other words.
Yeah, thank you, Aaronvale. Yes, thank you. You cannot win against
Did you
Aaronvale.
find the Elector?
Oh, we certainly did.
He's this little bitch of a 3-foot grown man who'd had a pack of spit on me to be like, see, aren't they crazy? And he could have just said with his word and mouth.
I had to go and wash that nasty stuff off my face. I think I got all of it. Ah! Would you mind taking a sniff for me, just to make sure? Stench has ruined my sense of smell. Hey, I saw that look. Yes, because you smell. Aaronvale, she smells, right? As Wook Lamont helped demonstrate, the Valley Alpaca are wary of people. Getting close enough to catch one will not be an easy task. You might have warned me about that earlier. I had enough trouble with dame alpacas. How do you expect me to wrangle a wild one? I don't know, but do it.
With the proper saddle, we infuse the leather with a relaxing scent that soothes the spitting beast.
Wonderful. Give me one of those then.
Bet you know how this works. Have you perhaps forgotten we are a clan of merchants? If you want a taming saddle, then you'll need to find a saddler and make them an offer.
Oh no, are we gonna be like,
Here is a fork. Turn this into a saddle.
like, oh, fuck. We're gonna be here for 20 days. God.
The best trope in JRPGs. They don't come cheap, of course. Crafting a saddle will cost you the equivalent of 10 pel in the thousands column.
You mean 10,000 pel? I don't have that kind of coin. But Daddy does. I'll write him a letter. Converting the guild, that comes around to 1 million or so. Maybe if we all pitch in. No, this is my feat to accomplish. I wouldn't feel right about having others pay the cost. I'll find the money, somehow.
Good, yes, excellent. In that case...
Is he really gonna give us like a fork?
This basket of wool is worth the sum you paid me earlier. 1 pel in the hundreds column.
My God, he is. Jesus God, no!
Beginning with the wool, you can trade for even more valuable goods until you have something suitable to bargain with for the saddle.
What a nice gesture. But you think I could turn 100 pel into 1 million? That's 10,000 times more. We need 10,000 pel, not 1 million. So we're looking at 100 times more. Oh, right. I panicked and got confused with Elfino's million gil.
Conversion rates can be confusing, I'll agree.
I'm not so sure about this trading idea. You always talked into buying a cloak you didn't need mere moments after you arrived. But I hate it when you're right. Then let me help you with your deal making. Oh, hello again. Mablu. I worked here as a ranch hand, but I also learned a lot about the peddler profession. It's alright if I aid them now, yes? I guided the claimant towards the first step of the feat like you asked.
Look, as long as Klamat goes alone to capture her alpaca, she is free to accept assistance from whoever she likes.
Hooray! Let's see about getting you that saddle then, Third Promise. I didn't know why you made your offer, but I could use an ally with a beak for bargains. Welcome aboard, Mablu. Should the rest of us stay behind, perhaps? Maybe easier to haggle over prices without so many voices chiming in.
Yes, stay here and pitch in with the ranch work. For free. With no pay or benefits. With Mablu gone, I'll need extra hands to tend to the alpacas.
Gladly. Although, Matthew, I think you should go with Woklamat. Otherwise, this story will get really boring. You should see markets and bazaars the world over and surely have sage advice to share.
I do know Tartaru, yes.
In that case, you should also hold on to the alpaca wool. If it's misplaced or spoiled in some way, you have nothing to bargain with. As if I do such a thing. But I'll leave the wool with Matthew anyway. Better to keep my hands free.
Oh, thank you. I'll take it.
To begin, I suggest we try trading the wool to Halvi, the saddler. He won't agree to the deal, of course, but it'll give us an idea of how much he'll accept for his wares.
Can't believe we have the classic JRPG quest. Oh my god. They do this in nonsensically as well in Link's Awakening. Where like you start with like a pretty pebble, and then you've got to go to an alligator and trade it for a can of bananas. And then you take that to a woman who's like, oh, I adore this. Here's a ribbon. And you're like, okay. And then you take that to some guy who's like, I've always wanted one of these. I feel like my true self. Here's a basket of potatoes. And you're like, okay. And then you take that to the final boss, and they're like, oh, thank God I can make mashed potatoes for the dinner. Here's a lemon. And you're like, okay. And that goes on for several hours, and then I think you just get a heart piece. But in JRPGs, they do the same thing. Ah, we're doing it here. Now I know why the reviews on Steam are mixed. Trading quest. Something I could do for you?
We've come to bargain. I need one of your special taming saddles to catch a wild alpaca.
Saddle, is it? How much will you be paying for it?
With this basket of fine alpaca wool.
Oh! Fuck off. No, thank you.
What use does a saddle maker have for wool?
Plenty. What are we talking about?
Besides, this would barely cover the cost of a single strap buckle. Offer me something I actually want. Like, love.
What? Yeah, no, we can't do that. From a tall, strapping Aura man. Like, not me. I don't see many of your kind here in Toriolal. And you won't. I'm going home now. But what about the challenge? I'm leaving now.
What might that be?
Miss Carl. Hell yeah. Absolutely. I want to get crunk while I work. I want to forget who I am.
I like to nurse a cup at day's end while I inspect my finished work.
Bring me a jug of quality stuff and you've got yourself a deal.
This bodes well for us, Third Promise. I know he's a drunk. So this will be easy. Such miscount can be half only 5 pel in the thousands column. Hold on. Did you say Third Promise? Then my offer has changed. The saddle is going to cost you a jug of premium mescal, aged 3 years at least. Mablu, you jackass. 3 years? That stuff is valued at 10,000 pel or more. Why have you doubled the price? Because I must support the man of ambition who will see my business proper. Zoralja will go to war in his shop. Cavalry will need saddles, lots of saddles. It's nothing personal, Third Promise, but I won't sell you my craft for anything less than my asking price.
Your original asking price. Don't back out of a deal, you jackass. I thought you all were supposed to be honest. What's going on here? Mablu's like, well, I told you he's the drug, right?
Can't say that I blame him. I'm known for championing peace, and peace is unlikely to bring him more customers. Those of our grandparents' generation remember the dark days when the clans were at war. Many of these Pelu pray for your victory, Wuklamat. The younger ones, though, to them strife and bloodshed are as children's stories. They think themselves safe from these horrors and take the peace we now enjoy for granted. Still, others are unsatisfied with this quiet prosperity and crave the future the Second Promise envisions. They become obsessed with innovations like the dirigibles that have made trade swift and easy. Then you have those like Havli, convinced that the First Promise's plans for conquest will afford them opportunities for great profit. But what about you, Mablu? Aren't you of the younger generation? At least a year or two younger than me, I'd say.
How can you tell?
Oh, I was raised on the old tales. I've memorized the accounts of what it was like when the Yokhui ruled our village. The giant people. That's why I offered to help. I want you to become Dawn's servant, to keep our nation from going back to the way it was. Well then, I guess I'd better make sure I win the contest. But the type of mezcal the saddle makers want is so very expensive. Weren't we expecting to need 10,000 pel for the outset? Nothing's changed, we just need to get on with it. Hold on. That's some gunk. I may not have a head for trade or the stomach for alpacas, but I won't give up with the piece of Tuliolal on the line. And neither will I. We will make you Dawn's servant. First, we'll kill this traitor and take a saddle. Aiming for the 10,000 pel jug right away will only bring us failure and frustration. So let's first try exchanging the wool for anything even a touch more valuable. The trick is to find someone who needs alpaca wool and is willing to trade at a loss to acquire it. Someone who supports your bid for the throne, for instance.
Well, that could be anybody. That guy. I know a dude. But I don't know where he went.
Of course, the Weaver. Bolnock was his name, I believe. He went out of his way to say he agreed with my vision and he was here to buy wool. I think I remember the direction he was going, but for now, let's head back to the road where we first met him.
Yeah, actually, I don't know how far we are into the zone. We kind of spawned right in front of the village. Where are we? Also.
Ha!
What?
Ooh, just up the ridge here.
Is it? Is it just like right up the way? I think so. I think so. Hooah! Silver Lobos, what are you guys? You guys are just a giant mouth.
I don't want to know.
Oh, it's somewhere up there.
Manly. Oh, no.
I don't want it. Shit, how do we get up there? Aha! Maybe. Aha! Let's get it, let's get it.
Hap.
Yeah! Alright, from here to the south. I think. Ooh, I don't know if we're going to be able to get there. Probably won't be able to get there. Chiblu's Coffee Grounds? Excuse me? What is that? That sounds awesome. Can I live there? Can I invest? Pelu, love a good trade. Okay, I'll try to do all that stuff off stream. That's, yeah. I do like to explore around and stuff, but we can get all that stuff off stream. For cute. We got a good amount of them last time, but I think this trade quest is going to take us all damn morning. So. Alright, where's he at?
This is the spot. After Balnook talked with us, he walked off to the south. Then he was probably going to Ikulvu's Inn. Most visitors to Washington Bellow end up staying there. Let's go and check, shall we?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Solari Hotel.
Maybe we might be able to get it.
Just maybe.
Man, you do not appreciate mount speed until it is gone. And flight until you can't.
Oh, there he is. This old so-and-so. Can I have that basket, Matthew?
Yeah, absolutely. Here you go.
Thanks. Now let's see if we can turn a profit. Balnook, I'm glad we found you. Are you interested in making a trade? Good promise. You wish to do business with me? Might I ask what this is all about? I see. I've now learned your entire family history. I see. So the goal is to turn that basket of wool into a jug of 3-year-old premium mezcal. Then allow me to invest in your efforts. Ah, damn! Peace in Tulare is what allows me to cross freely into the lands of my suppliers. Naturally, I would prefer that one pledge to preserve the peace win the throne. Thus do I humbly offer you this wool poncho, a small token that I pray contributes to your victory. Oh, that's fine craftsmanship. A garment like that will easily fetch 5 pel in the hundreds column. That's very generous, Balnook. Thank you. I promise I won't let you down. I have every faith in you, Third Promise. May fortune bless your future dealings.
Absolutely. Yes.
I can't believe you quintupled your investment with the first deal. We're off to a spectacular start. Only because Matthew remembered our weaver friend. All I did was hand over the wool. That's not true. The connections you built with people are vital. This is one of the most fundamental precepts of training, one which you instinctively mastered. You think so? I know so. Now let's take our 500 pel poncho and trade it for something even more valuable. Hey Matthew, you take the poncho. If I lost it somehow, Enenvir would never let me hear the end of it. Okay, I'll take. I give, I receive. All set. Our next deal is waiting to be found. Hi, Tato. Hi, Pippi. Hi.
Success! Trade that poncho!
Leveraging connections is a sound strategy, but we should also consider supply and demand. An individual in urgent need of a good poncho will offer more than a merchant simply looking to stock his shelves. That makes sense, but how do we know if someone needs a poncho?
It Wimby! They aren't wearing one?
That's the obvious answer, isn't it? We'll look for a person without a poncho. I hope they're gonna buy. Oh my god, I had coffee, I swear. Yes, there you go. We find the demand for our supply. So where should we begin our search for prospective buyers? There are any number of places, but we could do worse than starting right here at the inn. There might be interested travelers. Everyone needs a poncho. A lot of Mamulja hardly wearing anything to begin with. Those are probably Landsguard or sellswords. Mamulja who soldier for a living prefer not to wear much above the waist. It hampers their movements. So even if they have bared shoulders, Mamulja carry arms can be struck off the limbs.
Nod. Oh, we're in first person now. Okay, well, I know he's not interested, because he's already got one. He's got a shieldy do. So not him. Would it be you?
We might have a winner. Oh, there, friend. You're not a mercenary by trade, right? I was curious about your bold choice of dress, or lack thereof.
Oh, it was no choice of mine, believe me. I was attacked by beasts on the way here and barely escaped with my scales intact. My coat was not so lucky. I'm actually a toolmaker from Tuliolal. It's just quite smartly. All the better to show the fellow I am a man who takes pride in his appearance, and therefore his work is well. But now look at me. Handsomely rugged. You can cut meat on my arms, but nothing to cover them.
Well, sir, this is your lucky day.
You're just giving this to me? A splendid poncho. This would be the perfect replacement for the coat that I lost.
We'd be willing to part with it if you'd like to make a trade. For one of your fine tools, perhaps?
What about this hatchet? I crafted it myself and will vouch for its quality. You don't need to ask somebody else.
The blade looks sharp, the haft well made. I'd value it at 1 pel in a thousands column. Oh, from 500 to 1,000. We have a deal.
Wonderful. Fine garments such as this should put me on even footing with any Pelu merchant. Like the eponymous odor of Miplu's Mate Garden, for one. What the fuck is that place? What? Come to my mate garden. For the only reason you can think of. But field hands use hatchets to harvest the mate. And I thought to impress her with the tool I sold you. Oh. No matter. I have other ways to sell. Glad I am to have met you.
What is mate, then? Hold on, I'm gonna learn. Because I was making fun of it.
What the fuck?
All I can find is yerba mate. Which is a kind of plant species. Oh, it is. Okay, that's the closest we're gonna get. Plant species, the holly genus. Native to South America. There you go, that's probably it for sure. Okay. I was making fun, but now we learned. Did you hear that? We already found our next buyer. To Miplu's Mate Garden we go. Yes, but it's a fair distance on foot. We shall take our packers.
A gulp?
Those ones will be the column type, right?
I don't know, Woklama. Excellent trade!
Hi, baby. A potato.
Okay, so where are we? Wait, what? Well, there's just alpacas out here. Oh, perfect. Well done recognizing that toolmaker as a potential customer. If you have a mind to change professions, you'd make an excellent merchant.
Well, thank you very much.
Before we get moving, you should be the one to hold this.
Okay. Okay.
With that, I suppose we should hop on the alpacas Mablu has so kindly provided. Ready to go? Let's mount up.
Begin the alpaca ride.
Oh, nice. I always like these. Please don't spit, please don't spit, please don't spit. I still don't trust them. They're so cute. Look at them go.
You know, all the way across the road, man. I'm having to do that.
I love these tiny little pat. That's so... It's too tall to be real. Oh my god, now we can see it. Oh shit, that's awesome. Or Corzo more. Oh, it's awesome looking. Also, I love that this zone is designed with like small walkways
like small paths around cliff faces and things because they use alpacas to get there. That's so cool. Like those right there, like this little one. That's so cool. Little touch. I like it. It's so cute. Just so cute. Look at them go. There's the little alpacas. Yeah, I know they're having like a heart-to-heart. Not your cactus. Not your cactus. We have yet to see one of the ones with a front butt. Because I guess that's a thing. Figure that out. That was so nice and peaceful.
We made it, without a single smelly incident. I sent the alpacas back to Ukulvo's inn, so we'll walk around the main road when we return to the village. Speaking of roads to travel, you were adopted by the Dawn Servant, weren't you, Thorn Promise? That I was. Then perhaps you understand. I was an orphan too, you see. Tobly took me in. He took in all the ranch hands, actually. All of them?
All of them?
Yes. And everyone works hard at their chores, grateful for the opportunity to repay the head ledger's generosity. Yet here I am, the only one wanting to go off and be a merchant.
I hate you for that.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm telling you this. We need to keep trading things for your saddle if you're to prepare for the feat of gold. And it's mate harvesting season. That can't have too many As it's mate harvesting season, they can't have too many quality hatchets. Add to that Wuklamot's way with people, and we should have no trouble making a favorable deal. That's Meatblue herself over there. Press the hatchet to the third promise, and let's get to bargaining.
Well, all right. I show up to Miblu with like 20 women, all with silver briefcases. Deal or no deal, Miblu?
Sorry, what? Who are you? You have that little axe for me? I do. It's called a hatchet. A hatchet. Thanks. Now to see what we can get for it. You're Miplu, the owner of these fields? I have a mind to trade if you're interested. Well, the third promise. I might be convinced to entertain a proposal. What do you have on offer? This hatchet, forged by a seasoned artisan, the razor edge of this exceptional tool will make light work of your crops. This thing sucks. Quality is acceptable, I suppose. I offer you a large sack of mate leaves in exchange. Sack of mate leaves is valued at 1 pel in the thousands column. Same price as the hatchet. Steel would bring us no closer to the mescal. If I may, Mistress Miflu, it's harvesting season, is it not? Does not the demand for hatchets afford them a higher value? It is indeed the season, which is why I procured an ample batch of tools well in advance. We missed a window for demand. In that case, we'll have to fall back on connections. Think of it this way. A generous deal here will put you in the third promise's good graces. Surely that's worthy of consideration. I do not wish to give offense, but I must tell you that I stand with a second promise. His innovations will improve every aspect of our lives, I believe, including farming, and I will no longer have need of hatchets. I assure you that I have nothing but respect for Woodclamat. This is why I'm prepared to purchase a spare hatchet at a fair price. I suppose it is fair given your reasons, but we ourselves would be no better off for the transaction. How about this then? If we were to help bring in your harvest, would you give us a better deal? As a matter of fact, I would. Until Kona's reform comes around, I can always use more hands in the field. Then you can go ahead and add our labor to the bargain. Added value to tip the scales. How could I have forgotten one of the most basic rules of trade? Foolish, foolish! You can rest here if you'd like, Mablu. Matthew and I have meat together.
No, you have mate to gather. I'm just standing here.
Oh no, I'm helping too. Off to the fields then, and mind you pick the healthy leaves. I'll take 5 good bundles from each of you.
fields.
Oh, here we go. Nice batch right here. You just touch this tree a little bit. There we go. There we go. Get them leaves.
They said it was like holly. Well, not they in the game, but I learnt. It's part of the holly family. I'm not entirely sure what it would be used. Oh, that's probably why they're called verdant net. Verdamate. Or verdamate. Something like that. In real life. Alright, I got your leaves. I did. They're still working because they are slow.
Here, we brought our share as well. Thank you, Third Promise. This is more than enough to hold up your end of the bargain. Now it's time to honor mine. After adding the value of your labor to the price of the hatchet, I am prepared to offer you a full sack of our highest grade mate leaves. Premium mate? Bought at the shop, one sack of those leaves would cost no less than 5 pel in the thousands column. Then we can bid farewell to this hatchet, which is now used, and worth less than the original asking offer. I'll give it a good home. Talk of the contest aside, I'm glad we could come to a mutually agreeable trade. As am I. All the best with the rest of your harvest.
Bye, take it easy, bye, 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 bye. Excellent trade. Oh, was that not a good trade?
Mad Blue, what's wrong? As I was saying before, even after everything Tobley's done for me, I'm planning to abandon it all and become a merchant. But then I needed your help after forgetting a basic rule of trade. How can I expect Tobley to accept my decision then?
Have you mentioned your plans to leave?
Not exactly. I wanted to prove I could succeed as a peddler before I declared my intentions. I seek to follow in my father's footsteps, but not because he expects it of me. I want to preserve Tural's peace, and becoming Dawn's servant happens to be the best way to do it. You should live a life of your own choosing, and I wouldn't be surprised if Tobley held the same opinion. So talk to him. You're right. It's better to find out for sure than worry over what he might say. Thank you for the advice. But first we have a saddle to buy. I want that success under my belt so I can be sure of my decision. What's next then? We try to trade our tea leaves for something halfway to 10,000 pel? No, I think we're close enough now. I say we go straight for the premium mezcal. Hot damn. Bargain our way into double the value and think you can do it? Trust me, I will make this trade work. I admire you, Third Promise. That you're holding your own against such strong competition for the throne is inspiring. Am I really holding my own against Koana and Zoraja?
I think so.
I mean, of course I am. I'm Wuklamata of the Dawn's Promise, after all.
Hell yeah. And I'm the hype man. Because you let me into your country. Excellent trade. Now you can get that dank drink.
Before we go, let me give you the mate leaves. I don't need to risk proving Erenvale's point. Yep, I will take, thank you. Ready then? Our next stop is the Mezcal Distillery.
Hell yeah, baby!
Let's talk to Poobly.
Where's the coffee grounds? Oh, that's right. Oh, pass right by them. I want to see. Also, there's one nearby. It's got to be around here, I think. Oh, I think I know exactly where it is. It's going to be on top of that rock. It's going to show up right atop the rock, right at the peak. Maybe any time now the graphics will load. And there it will be atop the peak. I am a filthy liar. Where the hell is it? Shit, I passed it. What? Hello? Is it the alpaca? Oh no, it's on top of this cliff. Oh, mighty alpaca. Let me sup on your ether curds. I don't know if alpacas do the goat things, where they're like, oh, cute little alpaca, and they just kind of like, make it. Oh. Ooh, we can do that. We can get that one on the way. God, this place looks so cool. I love it. God, the kind of erosion that creates places like this is intense. I want to say that this is just like a lot of water does this over time. Holy hell, what in the... Mega Magooey. Mega Magooey Bababooey. This is south. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's back that way. Straight up a mountain bear. Aha! Oh, but I will have to defeat some bears for it, I think. More likely than not. Oh? No bears need to be harmed this day. Thank goodness they're cute. That is out of our reach for now. All right, now let's go see Coffee Place. It's on our map, and I'm so intensely curious if it's just like... I'd love it if they sold coffee. Can't tell a lie. I'm not as big a fiend as, like a coffee fiend as the beautiful lady is. She's got really good taste in coffee. I just kind of get that through osmosis through her and her skill to be like, this one's good. Distilleries. Also, the coffee here, I imagine, has got to just be like espresso. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, they're sorting the beans. They're white beans. Huh. Okay. I have never seen pale coffee beans before. That's awesome. Oh. Oh, that's cool as hell. Oh my god, that's awesome looking. God damn, these vistas look good. I like it. I meant to teleport too. It don't matter. That we might be able to get, maybe. We're back here, Tobly. We'll be getting stuff here quick. Just gotta go to your bar. Gotta get some of that liquid courage. will want to speak with a man by the name of Gobley. Even after among his fellow distillers, he's regarded as a master of his craft. He knows the value of his product, so if we're to convince him to trade for twice what the leaves are worth, we're going to need targeted information. That means asking around and talking in the gossip. Taking in the gossip. If you could talk to people here in the distillery, Matthew, perhaps Wuk-Lamat can do the same with the village entrance. Meanwhile, I'll head to the north side, see what I can learn.
Alright, let me talk to some drunks. Bibilja! I'm a chef from Tuliolol. I often come here to buy Gobley's Mezcal, the finest in Toral, according to my customers. He always brings out the jug during our dealings, but I can't handle the stuff too well myself. I take small sips, not wanting to be impolite, you understand, but still end up so addled as to agree to whatever price he quotes me. It would be nice to have less potent refreshments during such conversations, else I might have to seriously reconsider our arrangement. Wow.
Sulvi. Gobley might be a deft hand at distilling, but he's got no sense when it comes to appearances. Rumor has it he's been invited to the palace for business negotiations. If he presents himself to the court wearing his usual rumpled attire, though, he'll be laughed out of Sunperch.
You don't say. What do you have to say?
There's not much I can say about Gobley, but I can tell you what Gobley's been saying. The other day, he was muttering about monsters prowling around agave jars. That's the field where they gather ingredients for the mezcal. Their presence has made it harder to procure said ingredients and thus driven up the price of his product. A boon, some might argue, but it's hard to celebrate when it affects the work as it does. Can't rightly bring joy to people if you can't keep making the thing they love.
I agree. Where are we going now?
Who is down here? Why does this quest marker bounce like crazy?
My Blue, I've learned things.
So what did you find out?
He's a little dingy and there's trouble afoot.
We can make use of all these tidbits. The deal is as good as sealed. As for me, I found out where Gobley is working. There's a millstone at the top of the slope behind the distillery. You go on ahead and I'll bring Wuk-Lamat.
Okay.
Is it up here? Hello? What are we... Okay. I think I have to go all the way around here. This is going to be the right way of it. Maybe. There we go.
Your business with me, sir. Why don't we talk business below so as not to distract the alpaca from his work?
Okay.
But man, I made the coffee this morning pretty strong. God damn, okay. It looks fine. Why is he considered dingy?
Now, what's this all about? Keep it brief if you would, I'm a busy man.
We're in the market for a 3-year-old jug of premium mezcal. Assuming you have any on hand, that is.
Ah, an excellent choice. Just warn you, though, it doesn't come cheap.
We don't have Pel, but we can offer a sack of made leaves in exchange. It's top-grade stuff like the mezcal.
No deal. Made leaves are well and good, but I don't have any use for them.
Wow, we're fucked. No deal? Just like that? Still, I hate to send you away empty-handed. Why don't we sit and chat over a while over a cup of mezcal? Now the real bargaining begins. Which of our cards do you want to play first?
Yeah, the hobo's chest of stays for strong drink. That's literally what he's trying to do.
I appreciate your hospitality, but I'm afraid I can't hold my drink. I've heard one of your regular customers, a Hobigo chief, is the same. Chef, seeing as not everyone can enjoy mezcal, I wonder if you might benefit from having other refreshments to offer. Something like mate tea, for instance, and brewed from the finest leaves, of course.
Oh, shit. Oh, you're right. Absolutely right. I had noticed a growing reluctance on the part of my Hobigo friend, but did not realize I myself was to blame. I must endeavor to be a better host. Still, even with the added value in mind, no sack of leaves is worth the mezcal you're after. Should we have to call the monsters causing the trouble?
Not yet. We'll keep that card up our sleeve until we need it.
Okay.
As I expect you're aware, the rite of succession is currently taking place. That's why the third promise has graced us with her presence. When the contest is decided, the subsequent ascension ceremony and banquet will be a prestigious affair. If your mezcal were to be served there, it would bring your distillery immeasurable fame. Wait, could it be that your rumored invitation to the palace is to discuss that very possibility?
But as a matter of fact, yes, I must admit I'm still reeling from the abruptness of it all. It would be a great honor and opportunity if I could secure the deal.
Well, I should think your exceptional mezcal would speak for itself. That said, there's no such thing as being too prepared, and first impressions last. You'll want to be wearing your very best when you walk into Voluk Shuna. It would be such a shame to miss this chance of a lifetime simply for want of proper garments. What he's wearing is fine. Is it just because its sun dyed? It's more orange and less red?
That it would. Are you saying you have garments to offer? Something ideal for court?
We have no garments on hand, I'm afraid, but we can provide you with the next best thing. An introduction to a weaver. His name is Bulnok, and his works are highly regarded in Tulioliala. God. As a supporter of Clamat and keen observer of palace politics, he will doubtless be happy to guide you in the selection of an outfit to fit this golden occasion. That is certainly a tempting proposal, and one of which I should like to take full advantage, but the scales still aren't quite balancing. Say, weren't there monsters running amok in agave jars? It's a problem we could easily solve for you.
Truly? I'd be most grateful for your immediate assistance. I was resigned to hiring sellswords to clear them out.
Factoring in the saved expense and an introduction to a trusted weaver, this is shaping up to be a sound bargain.
All right, you have a deal.
Yes, I knew you'd come around. Give us a moment, and Matthew and I will take care of those prowling nuisances. In the meantime, I'll use the time to pen an introductory letter to Bornok. The fields you're looking for are just north of Wachunbello. Be safe. Wachunbello.
Talking too fast. I'm reading too fast.
It's all happening so fast.
Alrighty. Where are we going for that? Okay. Alrighty. Just up.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Can we? Can we go that way?
I'm an alpaca.
I'm an alpaca man. Oh boy.
Hunter!
That should be Agave Judge just over there. This will go faster if we split up. Come to find me once you're finished clearing out the share of your pests.
You guys!
I'll do a murder. With paint!
I'll just stand here and summon one.
Oof.
I also need to put on the better gear for Pictomancer that I've been getting. Whoop, whoop. Last one. God, those hits are insane. How you doing, Wook?
Compared to the creatures I hunted with Papa, this is no challenge at all. Come on, let's head back to the distillery.
All that's left is to give Mablu the sack of leaves so she could seal the deal.
Oh, that one we can just... Yeah.
Just teleporting to town.
And then get the deal to seal the meal.
These monsters were no trouble for you, it seems. Now, if I could just have the sack of leaves. Thank you for looking after our precious trading goods. Your monster problem has been resolved, Master Gobley. Here are the mate leaves and a written introduction to Bolnook as agreed. And the deal is done. Here, your jug of premium mescal, aged 3 years. Please accept it with my compliments.
Take it. Take it from me.
Yes, we finally have the mescal. Great work, especially you, Mablu. You were the one that inspired me to come this far, Third Promise. But let's not celebrate until we have the saddle in hand. Mablu, is it? You've driven a hard bargain, peddler. I look forward to doing business with you in the future.
Yeah.
You peddler now. Thank you, but truth be told, I'm just a ranch hand. For now, should I ever become a proper merchant, though, I'll be back to strike more deals with you.
Turn to Goblu and be like, that means she's a liar. She has lied to you. Excellent trade!
Now we can get the saddle.
Even at the palace, I don't think I've had a 10,000 pill jug of anything before. My hands won't stop shaking. Here, you better hold on to it until we get to the saddle maker.
I will hold it. I will hold on to it.
Can you imagine if we dropped it and had to start all over again?
No.
Luckily, Hadley's place is not far. We just need to head across the plaza.
Head across the plaza we shall.
This is it, the trade we've been working towards.
Don't drop it, please.
Someone, peace. Time to make our deal.
Don't drop it in this cutscene for the love of God. Keep it in your hands.
Get your tools ready, Saddler. We bought you a precious mescal.
Well, now the deal's gone up to 2 bottles. You actually got your hands on a jug?
But you had nothing. A few measly clumps of water. What we had was an aspiring trader with a gift for negotiation.
Oh, shucks.
Well, now I want 2 or 3 jugs.
Although I'd soon no claimant but Zoralja, I cannot go against the guiding principles of the Pelu Pelu.
The trade is a fair one. I'll recraft your saddle, Third Promise.
Great.
Stay and wait if you like. I have all the requisite materials, so this won't take long. Ting ting spring. It is done. I've hammered the air 3 times to create a glow, and made the item of your choosing. Your commission is ready.
Catching a wild alpaca is never a simple affair, but you'll have an easier time of it with one of my saddles. Now, if you don't mind, I have other work that needs finishing. I can taste that smooth mezcal already. I've already had a couple of glasses. And it's fine. We did it! The saddle is ours! And to think we started out with only 100 per basket of alpaca wool. My Blue, you're going to be an incredible merchant. Thank you. Makes me so glad to hear you say that third promise. I'm going to close this door. We got what we came for, so let's return to the ranch. The others will be waiting. We did it! We got the thing! They're all gonna be like spat on and shit. Like, why did you get to go and have fun making trades? While we're here only to suffer. There you are, Al. Wow, what did I just say? Jesus. You've acquired the saddle, then? Yes, and thanks in no smart part to Mablu. Before you rush off to catch an alpaca, though, let me teach you how to saddle one. I'll bring out one of our wildborn friends so you can practice. She's being very helpful. I know. Oh my god. I know. This is something I need to learn. Don't be scared. It's only spit in all of your facial orifices. Great sunken gods, I did it! Great sunken gods? You pray to Cthulhu? What is happening here?
I have a saddle.
He hardly seemed bothered, much less inclined to spit. And if he was completely accepting of Worklamat's touch. That is because of the singular scent with which the saddle has been coated. Alpacas find it very soothing. Give it that hot. You know, I've never taken a good long look at one of you before, but you're actually kind of cute. Are you only now noticing that? Yeah, and here comes the brother like, I've got 5 alpacas. Zoralja, he's back. Oh my god, he found a golden one. Not exactly what he set out to do. That alpaca he brought, is it just me or is it glowing? I've heard tales of such a beast. You see, the golden alpaca lives a solitary existence deep in the valley, where it shuns the company of both man and its own kind. Overachiever! How did he manage to snare a prize like that? A beast knows its betters. Faced with overwhelming strength, it will yield rather than risk death. An apt illustration of how greatly the power of the first promise exceeds yours, Rukulimat. Strength alone won't win him our father's throne. I'll be the one to find the Golden City, and then Toral can remain at peace. An everlasting desire for peace can only be forged in the fires of war. To unite as one, the people must be taught. They must suffer the horror and the hopelessness firsthand. Exhaustion from prolonged conflict, the wages of war's merciless nature. Though these are what moved the clans to join in the founding of Tuliolal all those years ago. Consider the younger generation of this village. Since birth have they basked in unbroken harmony, and behold, they regard war not as tragedy, but opportunity. Thus does the resilient son seek to provide education. He offers much needed lessons in the realities of conquest and a renewed appreciation for peacetime. 'Tis true that war's misery breeds a longing for peace. But I have seen with my own eyes what becomes of an empire forged with violence you propose. The rebellions it spawned and the ruins it left behind.
Yeah, it's bad.
The Garlean Empire was a congregation of simpletons.
He is studied. Okay.
The oppressed fought back against their oppressors, as well they should. Men are not beasts. Only a fool would seek to rule over all with the threat of force alone. That is why Gulul Jaja does not elevate the Mamulja. Why he treated all clans with equal respect. However, the first promise has his gaze fixed upon more distant horizons. He would unite not only Tuliolol, but the star in its entirety.
What? Why?
I need not explain myself to you. Oh, well done indeed. The first promise has completed the feat of gold with an appropriately golden flourish. May I present to you your much-deserved keystone? Take it. It is a gumdrop.
He's always been like that, never sharing his innermost thoughts with me or even with Kona. It's like we're not even family.
Let me say something helpful. Don't let it bother you. Just get over it.
I'll ponder Zorolja and his mysteries later. Right now I need to think about finishing the feat of gold.
Even that alpaca's like,
I have my saddle. I've practiced how to use it, so lead on to where the wild alpacas roam. The valley of Oroncancha is northwest of here. Come on, everyone. Even if we can't enter ourselves, we can see Woklamat off on a hunt.
Well, alright, let's do it. Get it done.
this is this way. This is the way he went, right? Yeah, sure enough. Okay, probably over that way? I want to say, I believe. Yeah, I think so. Ooh, there's another one nearby. Hopefully I can get it. Oh, it's probably on top of these rocks. Maybe. Maybe, possibly. Yep, there it is.
Found it.
Alright, then the long climb. Oh, come on. I can get up there. Come on, baby. Don't do this to me. No, I can absolutely. Oh, these bastards. Okay. Just so close to that one. I can taste it. Ah, come on. Okay, let's go, let's go. Whoop. Here we go. There it is, there it is. God, I ran around the long way twice. There we go. Where could it be? Here we go. Oh, the other one's probably on the other side of that canyon where we were. Okay. We can get that one a little later.
I can do this. I know I can. Cheer!
Get the thing!
Good luck there, Promise!
Thanks. I'll need it.
You got this,
Truth be
man.
told, still not sure about alpacas. I'd rather not go near one if I can help it. But if I'm to rule this nation, then I'll need to learn how to live with them. Tural is their home too.
That's a good attitude.
Right. I'm off.
Yeah, get the hell out of here.
So, shall we head back to the ranch, or...?
I'm staying here.
As will I. Wooklamart is alone in this. The least we can do is stand watch and await her return.
Bills?
It may be a while yet. Help me pitch the tent.
Aaronville, I didn't think you'd ask on stream, buddy, okay? I can help you. I got supple hands, sure. I do love though that the actual implication is like she's gonna be there forever.
Trust a gleaner to come prepared for anything.
What's a gleaner?
Someone whose job it is to travel the world and procure uncommon things for their employers. Erenville specializes in finding animals, I believe.
But aren't you a Shitona from Shak Tural? Why did you cross the salt?
Dude's royalty.
When I was much younger, the thought of leaving Tural never even occurred to me. But then, some years ago, my mentor tasked me with a difficult hunt. Something I could never find, she said, so long as I clung to the familiar. She suggested that I leave home, leave Tural, and join the Gleaners of Sharlayan. As one of their number, I could experience the world, immerse myself in myriad cultures and customs, see the many faces of nature. And once I had learned what is truly important, I would find that which I seek. My younger self took those words to heart, and off I went to become a gleaner.
Her words alone moved you to leave behind everything you'd ever known? You must have great respect for your mentor.
As it happens, gleaner work was much to my liking. And I all but forgot why I had pursued it in the first place.
Man, that'll happen.
Yet, events conspired to put me back on the trail I'd abandoned.
Huh.
Wait, are you saying you were tasked with finding the City of Gold?
Oh, shit.
I was. And though my hunt is now entangled with the right of succession, I mean to see it through.
Well then, I understand completely. We all have our reasons for seeking the Golden City. Which is all the more reason for us to work together.
Yeah, we already were, Kryle. Didn't have to convince him.
Just so.
Look, he was already hanging out with us. It's been a while. It's been about a day.
She should have been back by now. What if something's happened to her? We need to tell Tobli and arrange a search party.
Wait. Do you hear that?
It's got a little alpaca.
I did it.
It was disgusting. I made it. Bleh. Even Alvino's like, oh my god, I gotta heal you.
Spent. And small wonder.
Well done, third promise.
The ranch isn't going anywhere. Take a rest in the tent.
I think I will. Thank you all for believing in me.
I mean, the rest is nice and all, but don't we got stuff to do? Isn't this competition like a little time sensitive? Don't we gotta like get up and go?
I'm so relieved the third promise came back to us safely. And the alpaca she tamed is a healthy-looking beast. I feel like this will be enough to satisfy the feat of gold.
I captured an old one. I want a blue one. Yeah, I want a raptor blue.
Well, Clamat still seems a bit unsteady on her feet. Highly surprising after she spent the night chasing alpacas.
You know what might melt? You know what will melt away fatigue like magic, though?
Mate tea. I'll run to the ranch and get a pot brewing. That way you can take your time and the tea will be ready when you arrive.
As Mablu so wisely suggested, we should set a slower pace for our exhausted third promise. Why do we need to do that, though? I'm just going to teleport to town. It's right over there. Schwump. All right, Mablu, we are here.
Came back ahead of the others, did you? She'll hurry along with the tea then. Booklamuk can't be that far behind.
Oh, was I supposed to? Was I supposed to go a little slow? Was I supposed to RP walk? It would take too long! We don't have that kind of time.
Oh, that tea really is magical. I feel better already. I see you've become more comfortable around our fuzzy friends. Watching this one taught me a lot about alpacas. What grasses and fruits they eat, what sounds they react to, their adorable little quirks. And that too. I guess I've grown kind of fond of them.
As well you should. Welcome back, Third Promise. Accomplished the feat of gold, have you? I see you captured a sickly one. Yes, there's no mistaking a valley alpaca. I commend you on your success. Well done.
Yes, we did it.
But now the terms of the deal have changed.
Although I couldn't find a shiny one like Zoral Ja did.
I'd be surprised if you had. Golden alpacas are born but once every few decades. They are elusive, solitary creatures that are rarely seen, much less captured, thanks to their innate physical and magical gifts. Only a single other person is known to have caught one before, that being Gulul Jaja himself.
Papa was chasing alpacas too?
So my grandfather's stories say. It was before the founding of Tuliolal, in a time when the mountain goats, the Yokoi, held our people in thrall. Compelled by their overlords, our forebears would ride their alpaca mounts to the highlands to deliver goods of food and other tributes. Those were wretched days to hear grandfather tell it. Then along came the young Gulul Jalja, yet unburdened by the mantle of Dawn Servant. Oh, he's got some adventures too, shit.
Our people were amazed by this imposing two-headed figure, equal to the Yokoi in stature and puzzled by his entourage of mismatched companions. Some trembled in fear, believing a new conqueror had come. Yet Galul Jaja showed no such inclinations. He sat and spoke with us, sipping from the cups of mat tea we offered him, and grew somber until he learned of our plight. None could have anticipated what their visitor decided to do next. Galul Jaja ascended the cliffs to face the giants and freed the Pelupelu from the Yokoi's subjugation. He then turned an appraising eye upon our riders and promised to take to the road to peddle our beverages. The suggestion seemed obvious for one who traveled as he did, intent on fostering amity between the clans. So it was that. So it was that with a few words from Galul Jaja transformed this into a clan of itinerant merchants.
I've never heard the story Bon Papa forged with the Pelupelu spoken of in that way before. The saga is not so detailed.
Then you may not know that Galul Jaja sought a sure-footed guide for struck up in the highlands. Thus did he capture a golden alpaca.
So both my brother and my father caught the rarest of creatures, while an ordinary one was the best I could manage. Feet require no more than that, Third Promise, and you brought back a perfectly wonderful beast. And participated in their culture, too. Mablu's right. You're a perfectly wonderful beast. If anyone's ordinary, it's me.
Not only did you accomplish the feat of gold, you also made many trades and brought joy to many people in true Pelupelu fashion. I sorely doubt your sibling could have achieved the same result. You should be proud of the accomplishments which earned you your keystone. Take it from my cold, dead hands.
We got it. Put it in the iPad.
Five more to go.
Hell yeah!
You're well on your way, Third Promise. We'd have been lost without you, Mamblu. Thanks to you, I learned so much about the Pelu people and your customs. It may seem obvious, but I've come to realize the importance of properly knowing something. It was because I didn't understand alpacas that I was uncomfortable around them. I'm thankful to you as well, Wukleman. You've given me the courage to say what I wasn't sure I could ever say. I quit.
As well you should.
Tobly, I want to leave the ranch and become a merchant. I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I've loved every moment caring for the alpacas. But this is something I need to do. I need to walk my own path and make my own trades.
You are banished from the ranch. As your parent, allow me to say one thing. I have always tried to give my wards lives filled with as much happiness as I could provide. Yet never once have I wanted that to be the only happiness you knew. You are my blessing to walk any path you choose, Mablu. It gladdens me to hear you found a calling you wish to pursue with such passion. You will make an exceptional peddler, I'm sure of it.
Thank you, Tobly. What did I tell you, Mablu? There's one last thing I can help you with, Third Promise. You need to find the Golden City, right? That's the end goal. Well, I've been there. I have the garage door opener for it. Then I suggest you talk to the Yokoi.
Say what?
They once ruled over far more than just Urukopacha and the Pelupelu. 1,000 years ago, they were the overlords of Yoktoral and all its peoples. During that era, the Pelupelu were commanded to search for a city of gold. They scoured every corner of the continent, but never found any trace of that fabled place. But if they didn't find anything, what could the Yokoi have to tell us? They may not have found it, but the fact that they thought to look for it at all makes me curious. Perhaps there's value in delving into how the legend originated. We lose nothing from asking the question. Besides, if we are determined to follow the path of the saga, we'll be visiting the giants eventually.
Yes. Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely, we gotta climb the mountain.
Oh, Grail, I have a question I've been meaning to ask, and since we finished with the feat, where did you acquire that earring? Oh, shit. My earring? Do you recognize it? Yes, pieces just like it first became fashionable in Yogg-Toral about 20 years ago. Since then, it's become common to wear one as a charm for safe travel. Oh, shit. 20 years ago. Right about the time my grandfather made his journey. Yet the Dawn Servant implied the earring was connected to the Golden City in some way. Surely there was more to its significance than simple fashion. If you want to know how it first came to be crafted, I could try to find out. Seeing as it's a regular seller for many merchants, I'm curious to learn about it myself. I would appreciate that very much, thank you. Jumping feet first into the peddler business, eh, ma bleu? Yeah! Right then, that's 2 keystones down. I say we head back to Tuliolal and plan our next move.
Hell yeah. Let go.
Farewell for now, and thank you for all your help. I will become Dawn's servant, so make sure you set aside your best mezcal for the occasion.
Yeah, I like that her journey is in direct comparison to all of her other siblings who are just like, give me the keystone, peace, and they're just out. She has a fearsome opponent in that brother of hers. He even brought the golden alpaca to heel.
But you've heard Zeralge's supporters talk. They might see opportunity in his expansionist ambitions, but they find the man himself intimidating. Terrifying, even. Whereas I've grown to love Wukalamat. Everyone she meets will come to love her too, and that's why she'll win the throne.
You might be right, Mablu. You might be right. Everybody likes her. Every player who plays Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail loves Wukalamat. Like, all right, okay.
Feels good to have the Feet of Gold safely under our belt, even if my victory pales before Zeralge and his shiny golden alpaca. I know I shouldn't let it bother me, and God knows you've all been so supportive, but I want to be strong, or wise like my brothers, to be a promise that people respect. Which is not likely if I stand here carrying on and on about things. Let's move on. Back to Jabali of Tea with us. Contest has hardly begun.
Yeah, that's true. Let's head on back. Let's swamp it down. All right, where's the food? There we go, there we go.
Look at us. The contest has barely begun and we already have 2 keystones. Surely even my talented brothers aren't doing that well.
We can only hope. A big gong sounds like, the 7th keystone has been gathered. Like,
oh, fuck.
Yeah! Oh god, the next quest is literally called The Success of Others. Oh boy. Oh my god. Well, that'll be next week. That'll be next Friday. We're gonna keep on keeping on with Dawn Trail. I really like it. I think at some point, as we keep going, I think Saturday mornings will be Final Fantasy VI. So we can keep playing that as well, but I really like this. And I've got to not play it for a whole week. Oh my god! No! It's gonna be so hard. But thank you everybody for joining me today. I do appreciate you all being here. Especially kind of late. I know a lot of people have already finished the MSQ, which is a good thing. That means there's a reduction of spoilers. But I do appreciate everybody hanging out. I really do. It's good company. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you at the end of this next week. Bye, everybody.